Mr. Baldwin, in the same book, you wrote that the terrible thing is not the whites must accept the Negroes, but that the Negroes must accept the whites. Please explain this.
I will try to explain that. Well, it's a terrible effort at some point in one's life to make. And it's a terrible effort to tell the truth throughout one's life. And you only begin to succeed at this effort, I must say, when you reduce people to individuals and release them from the mass. The reason it's hard is because one has been, and it's not the fault of any one white person that one is likely to meet, but the white culture has operated and has operated deliberately to demoralize all black people. The demoralization has in many cases been fatal, and in all cases has been sinister. The effort, therefore, that I must make to arrive at my identity is mainly in opposition to the force, to the white force of the world. Under such a tension, it becomes very difficult. And then under such a tension, I must repeat, it becomes absolutely necessary to deal with people as people, only as people. Because you cannot spend your life, this is my point, trying to be revenged for historical crimes. If you do that, you will destroy yourself and you will perpetuate the crime. The thing to aim at, this is why it is a terrible necessity to accept white people, but it's a terrible necessity, a much harder necessity on the part of white people to accept a Negro, because in order for white people to accept Negroes, they've got to accept their history, and something much deeper and worse than that, they've got to accept, if I may now be brutal and rude, but I mean this, and you must think about it. If you remember that everything you will do all your life and everything that you say reveals you. What I call you doesn't say anything about you, or very rarely. But what I call you says everything about me. Now, there's a very good reason, which has nothing to do with Negroes, why white people call them nigger. It is a white invention. And in order for white people to be released from this invention, they've got to discover where this nigger really lives. And he lives inside white people. And they've got to accept him, that stranger within, before they can accept anybody without. That is what I was trying to say.